Hello everyone, Jennifer with Crafty Bones. Just a quick update on some things that I've completed and a WIP that I was working on the last time I was here. So let me start with that. And that is the Ultimate Sacrifice Shawl from Lorraine Pugh. Got that on Ravelry. I am on what is considered the last row, but just like I thought, because I crochet so tightly, my dimensions are not the same. And it says it's 800 meters of a fingering weight yarn and last row, and I have all of this yarn left, so I'll be adding rows to it. Let me show you what I've got here. It's done with a 3.5 millimeter hook. I love the pattern. I think maybe next time I make it, I will do it with a much larger hook. So I like that. And again, I have enough yarn left that I will do the bottom, and so I can get the purple out of that, because it's a horrible thing to waste purple. But this is a Cotton King Twirl. It's 100% cotton. Let's see. It's color number 38. I know it had a name, but I don't remember what it is. But yeah, it was 874 yards or 800 meters. And I'm nowhere near that much. And I am 1/3, or sorry, 2/3, maybe 3/4 of the way through the last row. So I will be adding another row, but I certainly do like this pattern. I seen someone else posted a picture of theirs completed, and it looked like they used a number 4 acrylic. It was large, so I'm not sure what they used for sure, but all right, so I have 2 coworkers. One's baby is due in March, one is due in February. The one that's due in February is someone that I work with currently, and she is staying till her due date, or whenever the baby comes. And I typically make blankets and stuff for my coworkers. So let me show you what I got. I call this a whoopee. It's just a little insulated, I'll be right, quilted blanket. They fit inside strollers, car seats, baby carriers, just whatever. I have 2 of those, and as you can see, it's 2-sided, and they're sea turtles. This is a Joanne exclusive fabric, but I love these sea turtles. I think they're just adorable. And to go with those, I made 2 very large receiving blankets. That one and that one. This is her second baby. I did not know her when she had the first one, but the first baby's still an infant. Really, they're just starting to be a toddler, so she doesn't need a whole lot of new stuff. But then I also made a full-size quilted blanket, and again, it's 2-sided with the sea turtles. I guess I should, I don't know, but I really liked that fabric. I thought it was really nice looking. And for the other coworker, it's actually the father, and I worked with him before I took the position that I'm in now, and this is his first biological child. He was married previously, and he had that wife's 2 children that he cared for, but they have since split. And all of those blankets there I made Friday when I got off of work. Then Saturday I knew I wanted to do the other person's blankets, and this is the first baby for both of them, so I did a few more blankets. First I had to go to Joanne and pick a fabric though, and I couldn't find anything at either of the 2 local Joannes to me, so I drove to Ypsilanti, Michigan. It's about 45 minutes, somewhere in there. And I did find fabric that I liked. So I found these tropical fish. This one we know is a boy. The first one, we don't know the gender. She has no intention of figuring out what the gender is. So I try to stay neutral with a teal. That's what that was all about. But this one we know is a boy. That's the front and that's the back. And again, 2 of the little whoobies. And then this fabric, I bought the balance. So instead of 1 large receiving blanket in this fish, I made 2 that are slightly smaller. I believe they ended up being, let's see, I have a measuring tape right here. 34 inches. And then this one is a large one in the green. And then the large quilted blanket, again, 2-sided with the green. Let me show you what those look like together. I really like the way those worked out together. I found a fabric similar to this that looked like ocean waves, and it really didn't match this blue as much as the green matches the green in that. And then because he is also an x-ray tech, where my other coworker that I'm making for is a nurse, not an x-ray tech. But because he is an x-ray tech, I had to have a bone fabric. So dinosaur bones, and this one is glow in the dark, so can't wait. I tried it yesterday, but I had it covered, and so it didn't get a chance to charge up. I think I'm going to leave it out so I can look at it later today to see what it looks like. Each of them, everyone that I've made baby blankets for, when it comes to Afghans, I've made everyone a small granny square pipsqueak from Pipsqueak yarn. And it seems like every baby just loves to carry the pipsqueak yarn around it. It is so soft. So I am going to make each of them the same one. I had 6 cakes of this in my stash, and I think it just works out fine. So 3 per. So it's just a granny square, but instead of always starting and stopping in a corner and slip stitching to the corner, you can see here, this is where I started. So this is where I attached to the top of the chain 3, and I chained up 3 more and then spun it so that I could put 3 more shells inside that space. So I'm always spinning in the middle of a side, and I just turn it the opposite direction, then I never have to slip stitch or anything. And you know, it's a self-striping yarn, so it's really not going to make a difference. But again, it's Bernat Pipsqueak Stripes. Show you that label. This one's called Boxcar, and it is 100% polyester. There are 9.8 ounces or 280 grams. Recommended hook size is an I or a 5.5 millimeter. So I am using that size hook because it's just a granny square. So it's not, I don't need to worry about swatching to get a good gauge. Let's see, 260 meters or 284 yards. And again, I have 6 of these, so I'm going to do 3 per blanket. This is 2/3 of 1. Sorry, that my operating system chose that moment that it needed to do an update. But anyway, so this is 2/3 of 1 skein, and I have 2 more skeins, and obviously the more rows you have out, the less rows you get out of each skein because they're bigger. But those are the things that I'm working on and the things that I've completed. And I'm not sure if I'm going to do any other Afghans for them. I have some completed Afghans already sitting over here, so maybe I'll go through those and see if I can find one that's neutral, one that's masculine or traditionally masculine. But that's it. That's all I've got going on. So hopefully I can finish at least one of the Afghans today and deliver a set of blankets tomorrow. That's it, but thanks for stopping by and happy crocheting.